So we're going to create a script, and that script should do this. mkdir, and you create a folder called my folder. Sorry, 1 second. Create a folder called my folder. And then once we create that folder, we cd into that folder. And then we create a file called my file.txt. So now if you see here, we have that folder in there. I'm going to remove it quickly. I'll go one step backwards, and then I'll remove that folder. So I'll say rm. There are two ways of doing it. You can say rmdir, which means remove directory or remove that folder. And the name of that folder is my folder. And then, okay, so it's not empty. So I can, if it's not empty, then I have to do -r. What's that? Why does it? Okay, rm -r. And then I'll say my folder. Yes, it's been removed. So now if I'm going to clear my screen and I'll do ls, that folder does not exist again. So that's what we want to do. We want to create a file, a bash script that will do that for us. Now, the first thing we'll do is we need to go into our VI, and we'll go into VI, but I want to create a script. So we need to give the file a name. We want to call it my first script. So my script, okay, let's call it my script. And because it's a shell script, we're going to save it with the extension of .sh. So now we go into that. Again, we are in the command mode. So I'll press I, and then we are now in the insert mode. So what I want to do is I want to tell my system that, hey, I'm going to create a bash, a script, and that script should be executed by the bus. So I'll say hash. We normally call that shebang. So it's just the hash and the exclamation sign. And then I'll say, okay, once you do this, I want you to get it from, you want to read this using bash. So I'll say bin bash, meaning basically I'm just saying that if you're executing this, go and execute it using bash. That's what I'm saying. So the first thing I'll do is I'll say make dir, and then the name of the folder, I'm calling it my folder. And the next line, I'm going to say cd into my folder. And so it will cd into that folder. The next line, I want to create a file called my file.txt. And maybe the last one I want to do is I want to add something to it. So I'll say cat. Okay, let's just limit ourselves to this for now. Then I'll do an escape. So basically what this is going to do is this is supposed to create a folder, move into that folder, and then inside that folder, I want to create a file called my file.txt. So I'm moving now, so I have to do escape and then colon W quit, write and quit. So save it. So now if I do cat, first of all, let me clear my screen and then I'll do an ls. So it's telling me that I have that file.
Escape colon.
All right, so basically if I do a cat dot my script and then I do that, it's telling me that the kind of stuff I have in there. That's why I said earlier on that anytime we use cat, we'll be quickly able to see what's happening in there. I just wanted to see what's in my file. So now, if I try to run this file by doing /my script .sh is going to say I don't have permission. So if I do sudo bang, it's still going to say, okay, OS boxes, I mean the password. It's still saying command not found. The reason why it's saying command not found is because if we go back to the file, you realize that that file, it doesn't have an execution. It's a file, right? The dash means it's a file. We have read permission. We can read it, we can write it, but we cannot execute it. So there's no way we can run that script. So the only way we can run that script is by doing a change mode of that file. So I'll say we change the mode to 700. Later on, I'll explain what that means. And then I'll say my script. So now if I do ls-l again, you realize that this time around, that script has execution mode. So meaning we can now execute it. So if I go back and then I do this one, so basically it's created that folder for me and everything. You didn't see it, you didn't have to see it. But if I do ls, you realize that now there's what we call my folder. So if I do the tree, you see that there's my folder, and inside my folder we have my file.txt. So easily, if you write a script, you can use it multiple times and you can use it to do so many things. Assuming the script is a script that provisions a server, then it means that you write it once and you can easily go back and then say you run the script again, and then you do the same thing over and over and over again. It's a handy way of reusing scripts.